Hello students, I am Rutuja Patil, a faculty from KLBCA College, Nipani. So today we will see some more examples on the regular falsi method. So the next question, that is the fourth example, using regular falsi method, find fifth root of 10, find fifth root of 10 corrected to two decimal places. Okay, so what they have told is we have to use here the regular falsi method and we have to find the fifth root of 10. So first and foremost thing is we have to represent that what is that fifth root of 10. See, square root of 10, square root of 2, square root of 3, in the sense what? See, square root in the sense like this is 2 to the power, sorry, square root of 10 means this much, cube root of 10 in the sense this, fourth root of 10 in the sense like this. Now they have asked is, what they have asked is fifth root of 10 means what? Fifth root of 10. Okay, so I can write this fifth root of 10 as x to the power 5 is equals to 10. So what is the fifth root? I don't know, so I have taken this as a x. So when I take this fifth root on the RHS, it becomes x to the power 5, right? So x to the power 5 is equals to 10, I can write. Now if I want the equation, then I have to bring this 10 on the LHS, so it becomes x to the power 5 minus 10 is equals to 0. So that will be my f of x, right? So in that manner, first we have to convert this given into the equation that is in the form of f of x is equals to 0. So first let us write here. So what we have here we have to find a real x, that is a real number x, right? A real x such that fifth root of the 10, that is x to the power 5 is equals to 10. Okay, so we have to find that. So therefore our f of x will be, that is, bring this 10 on the LHS. So what we will get? X to the power 5 minus 10 is equals to 0, right? So this is our f of x. The next step is we have to find the root values, that is interval values. So randomly substitute 0, 1, 2 in this and let's find the root value. Now if I substitute here f of 0, so how much I'll get? 0 to the power 5 minus 10. So 0 minus 10 is minus 10. Now substitute here f of 1. So when we substitute f of 1 to the power 5 minus 10, that is 1 minus 10 is minus 9. Since both of these values are negative, so I can't consider my root value as 0 and 1 because it is not satisfying our condition, right? So in the last videos I discussed what is the condition. F of a multiply f of b should be a negative value. So one is negative, another is also negative. If you multiply both of these, you will get a positive number which is not less than 0, so we can't consider this. Okay, now again go for the next. F of 2, substitute 2 to the power 5 minus 10. What is 2 to the power 5? 2 to the power 5 in the sense we have to multiply 2 5 times. Okay, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is 32. Or else we are having directly 2 to the power 5, 32. 32 minus 10, how much we get here is the 22. Now you can see this one value is positive and this is negative. Now if I check, see, you can now say, since my f of 1 is a negative value, multiply, that is f of 2, my f of 2 is a positive value. If I multiply these two, minus 9 into 22, so one is negative, one is positive, so I will get here the negative number which is less than 0, right? So therefore what we can say, the root lies where? The root lies in this interval 1 comma 2, that is in 1 comma 2. Okay, now apply the regular falsy. Now by applying the regular falsy, then how do we apply? We need to put a column here. What are the column values? So last classes or last videos also we discussed, that is the iteration number, then the value for A, and then the value for B. Interval values will change for every iteration, right? So the value for A and value for B, then C value. So what is the formula? The approximate root lies in which column? That is in the C column. So that is x values, approximate values for this root we will get in the column C. So C's formula is, don't forget this, for regular falsy, that is A f of B minus B into f of A whole divided by f of B minus f of A, right? Okay, and then f of A is another column, and then f of C, and then finally f of B. So how many iterations we have to do? We don't know until we get two decimal places as the same, means after the decimal points, point two digits as the same, we have to carry out this, right? So the first iteration, A value we know, that is the first interval value, it starts with 1, and B value is 2. So when I substituted 1 in this equation, how much I have got? I have got the value is minus 9, so that will be my f of A. Then we have to, when we have substituted this 2 in the equation, what we have got here, that is 22, so that will be my f of B. Now we have all the 4 values which are required to find the C for this formula, right? So just substitute these values in this formula and then we have to get the value of C. That will be my first approximate root value, that is first approximate value for the x. Now A, according to this formula, A value is 1 into f of B is 22, 22 minus B is 2 into f of A is minus 9, minus 9 divided by f of B minus f of A. F of B is 22 minus f of A is minus 9, minus of minus 9. So my first approximate root value, that is the first nearest root value for x is 1.2903. Right, now we have the C value, so substitute this C in this equation, that is nothing but my f of C. So x value is 1.2903, just substitute to the power 5, right, minus 10. So we will get here my f of C value as minus 6.4235. Now next main important task is for the second iteration. This is one iteration. Now for the second iteration, we have to find the value of a and b. So to find the value of a and b, what is the condition we have? See, in the previous videos also I discussed regarding the condition to find the next interval values, that is the next values for a and b. The condition is always we follow this, right? So f of a and f of c, multiply these two. If we getting a number which is less than 0, then we will update b with the c value and we'll keep the a as it is. Otherwise we will update the a value with c and we will keep the b value with b only. Now multiply these two. This is minus 9 and this is minus 6. So if you multiply, you will get a positive value. So when positive value is there, of course it will be greater than this 0. So this condition is not satisfied. So what we need to do, we have to change the a with c value and keep the b as it is. So a is this c value, that is 1.2903. Now we will have to keep the b as it is, right? Because we have to follow this, the rules, working procedure. So keep the b as it is. Now when we have this value substituted in this equation, so we have got the value this much, so that will be again the same value. Now that is my f of a, that is minus 6.4235. b is 2, so even if you substitute again the value 2, again you will get 22 only. Now we have all these 4, substitute in and get the c. A is 1.2903 into f of b is 22 minus b is 2 into minus 6.4235 divided by f of b minus f of a. Sorry, a is 1.2903 into f of b is 22 minus b is 2 into minus 6.4235 divided by 22 minus of minus 6.4235. Now the next approximate root value for the c is 1.4506. 1.4506. After 6 I have 8 here. If I want to round it up, I have to add here plus 1, so it will become 1.4507. We have c. Now we can get f of c. c is 1.4507 to the power 5 minus 10, that is minus 3.5748. Okay, now check here, after the decimal this is 2 and this is 4, both the digits are not same, so we have to continue our iteration for the third iteration. Now again check the condition, f of a and f of c. So if I multiply f of a and f of c, I'll get a positive value. So again this condition fails. So what we have to do, we have to change a with c and keep the b as it is again. So a with the c, my a is previous c, that is 1.4507. Still b remains the same. Now for the next iteration, now in this iteration, whenever we have substituted this 1.4507, we have got this much. So that will be my f of a now, that is minus 3.5748. b is 2, so f of b will also be again the same value, that is 22. Now substitute in this formula and find the c again. Okay, so a is 1.4507 into b is 22 minus f of b is 22 minus b is 2 into f of a minus 3.5748 divided by 22 minus of minus this 3.5748. So the next approximate root value is 1.5275. Now check here. So this is 4 and this is 5. So still even one digit is also not same, right? Now substitute this in this equation and find f of c. 1.5275 to the power 5 minus 10. My next f of c value is minus 1.6842. Now for the next iteration, again we need to do what? We need to check a and b value. Find here, this is also negative, again this is also negative. If you multiply, again you will get a positive value. With this condition is here also not satisfied. So what we need to do, again change a with c and keep b as it is. For the fourth iteration, change the a with c, that is 1.5275. Then keep this b, that is 2, as it is. Since b is still this 2, so even if you substitute again, you will get the f of b also as same only. Now when we put this, we already had got this value, so whatever was f of c, that will be my f of a, minus 1.6842. Now find the c value for this, that is a into f of b. A is 1.5275 into 22 minus 2 into f of a is this one, 2 into minus 1.6842 divided by 22 minus of minus 1.6842. Now next approximate root value we got is 1.5611. Now see here, after the decimal we have 5 here, we have 5 here, fine. But what they have told in the question, correct up to 2 decimal places. One more decimal place has to be same here. So till then we have to carry out this process. Now we have c, find out the f of c. 1.5611 to the power 5 minus 10. So this is my new f of c for this fourth iteration, minus 0.7284, right? It's not over still, right? Because after decimal 2 digits has to be same. Now again here check f of a and f of c, multiply. One is negative, another is negative, both are negative. If you multiply, you will get a positive value here. So again this condition fails. So what we have to do, change a with c and keep b as it is. This a with c we have to change 1.5611. Again this b remains as it is, as a 2 only. Now since b is a 2, so f of b will be 22 only. Now when I substitute 1.5611, I got this one. So that will be my f of a again, 0.7284. Now find c value for this iteration. A is 1.5611 into f of b is 22 minus b is 2 into f of a is minus 0.7284 divided by f of b is 22 minus of minus 0.7284. My new c value is 1.5752. See, one decimal digit is same, still the second one is not the same, right? So again we need to carry out one more iteration, but before that find f of c. 1.5752 to the power 5 minus 10. So my new f of c value is minus 0.3021. Now again to find the next a and b value for the next iteration. Now again check this condition, f of a and f of c both are negative, again you will get the positive value. So once again this condition is not satisfied, so of course this will be satisfied. If you want, you can check f of b into f of c, one is positive, one is negative. If you multiply, you will get a value which is negative, and negative values are always less than 0. So we have to change a with the c value and keep b as it is. So a, we have to change its c value 1.5752. b is still the same value, that is 2. Now when we have b is still the same, even f of b will also be the previous only. Now when I have this value as a c, we had got this, so that will be my f of a minus 0.3021. Find the c value here. A is 1.5752 into f of b is 22 minus b is 2 into f of a is minus 0.3021 divided by f of b is 22 minus f of a is 0.3021. So my new c value is 1.5809 is there. I can round it up as 1.581. Okay. Now substitute this c value and find the f of c again. 1.581 to the power 5 minus 10. My new f of c is minus 0.1222. Now check here. After the decimal, 2 digits has to be same. So this is 1, fine. Here we have 5, fine. Here I have 7. Now if I round it up for only 2 digits, after this 7 I have 7, I have 5 here. So when I am having 5 and more than 5, if I round it up, if I want to round it up for only this 2 digits, so what I can do? I can add plus 1 for this, right? So what I'll get here, it's like 1.58 only. It is like 1.58 if I want to round it up for 2 digits. Now if you want to round it up for 2 digits, see, after the 8 we have 1 here and this one which is less than 5. So even if you round it up, it is nothing but only 1.58. Now you can see after decimal digit we have 1.58, 1.58. So after decimal, 2 digits are same, right? So this is my approximate root value for the for this equation. Even if you want, you can check with the calculator, that is C. Fifth root of 10 we have to do. So even if you check it with the calculator, then also you will get the same value. Okay. Now we have here what? 1.581. So at the end, don't forget to write this. So here the approximate fifth root of 10, approximate fifth root of 10 corrected to 2 decimal places is how much? 1.58. That is 1.58. Okay, so I hope this is clear for you. First thing is, whenever any question is given, we have to check whether it is in f of x is equals to 0. So in this case, it was not in f of x is equals to 0. First we need to convert it. So after conversion of this, we got this much, and then we have to find the interval a and b, and by satisfying the condition f of a and f of b, if you multiply, you should get a negative value. So that is what, when I substituted 1, I got minus 9. When I substituted 2, I got plus 22. So if I multiply, that will be negative. So after that, we need to put this column and we need to carry out this until we get 2 decimal digits as same. All right. So my root value I can say for this is 1.58.